When you lived in those houses down Northfield Lane?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And
The 5 houses that we lived in the middle one. And there was a park. There was Horbury Park. And then there was, and then there was Low Park.
Low Park?
Yeah. And it's only, I don't know which programme we went to, but they said that there wasn't a main road through the parks, it was all park. So when that main road was built, I don't know. But it was all one park.
When you say main roads,
the main road through Horbury as you go.
You mean Benton Hill?
Yeah.
That one? Oh,
yeah.
Right.
That was all the park.
Was it
was
really?
that.
So it went right across to where the school is?
Yeah.
Really?
And that was all the park.
Right.
But I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It must have been before my time because there's always been a road there.
Yeah.
But in the Low Park, there used to be a circus come every year, you see. And they used to take the elephants for a bath down in the river every morning. And we had a little dog like that. I don't know what sort of dog it was, but we had a little dog. And it ran after elephants one day. And the elephant picked it up in its trunk and put it back on the bed. I'll never forget it.
Hey, that's a lovely story.
There'd be about 7 or 8 elephants, but they used to take them down towards Roberts's, and then you could go down where River is.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know it.
Oh, I do, yeah. Know it well.
Because there were also Bulby's shop down there.
Yeah.
Because I used to go from Roberts's to get sandwiches, you know, at this little shop. It's everything's gone now.
Yeah.
But I shall never forget the elephant.
Yeah.
I go down every morning for the bath. When they came into Horbury for the circus, they used to go down there, and they were lovely wet elephants.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've heard that phrase Low Park, though. I didn't know.
Yeah, they called it Low Park
I know what you
then.
mean now.
But I mean,
Yes,
it's
yes.
full of school buildings
yes,
there.
yeah.
You know.
So did you ever get to the circus then? Did you ever visit?
Well, no, we didn't have the money.
No, I just gonna say,
And, you know, we used to go
Yeah.
and look round stalls and things
Yeah,
like that, but
yeah.
we didn't go to the circus itself because I don't really like to see them climbing up. I don't like to see it on telly. I don't like to see them
Trapeze.
climbing. Yeah, I don't like that.
Don't like heights.
No. So we'd go and look round stalls and everything. There's some nice stalls. Used to go with my mum there.
So was Blenheim engineering your last job?
No.
Oh.
Just one of many.
Oh, I thought we were nearly there, hadn't
Oh
we?
no. I worked till I was 57.
Right.
Where did I go next? I worked in Art 3 Co-ops.
Right, so you probably went back to one of the co-ops, did you? Oh, no.
No, I had, I don't know what year it was, but I had a carpal tunnel. And I went to Dr. Brayley and I says, I don't know if I'm having a heart attack, but my arm aches. He says, give us your hands. So he took my hands. He says, that's got a carpal tunnel. Let's have a look. So he says, when would you like the operation? You can have it in either winter. This was all them years back. You can have it either winter or summer. So I says, oh, well, I'd like it in summer and then I can get out. You know, I can work during it winter. So I had it in the summer and I've never had any bother with it.
Good. Yeah, scar. Yeah. He knew what he was doing then, didn't he?
Yeah. And then after, he says, you'll have to have about 6 weeks off work. So I says, right. So I went up to Reddycut in Ossett. You know where that is?
Pretty cool.
Gone now.
Yeah.
Just a load of houses.
At Western Street, wasn't it?
Yeah. And interview with John Spur. And he says, don't you want to know what your wage is? So I says, Well, I've never had a lot. So he says, right, it's £27 a week. I says, good grief, I've never had that much in my life. And when I finished, it was 160.
Right. So you were there a while.
Yeah, yeah.
What did you do then?
There were 6 sheds. So first of all I made the dye for the canvases. And then Paul Spur came yesterday, funnily enough. That's a relative of John Spur's. And I said, what did they call that thing that I used to drive round on? He says, Sharrow. I says, right, because it was a Sharrow. I just used to steer it like that, with a big handle like that, right? 6 sheds to go to deliver dye and canvases that had been stenciled, and then take new canvases out. So I did that, and Paul that came yesterday, he used to work in joiners, in big shed. And one day he shouted, he didn't remember, but one day he shouted, he says, for goodness sake, Edna, come and get on my scales, because I'm losing weight like I don't know what. And I was 8 stone when he weighed me. So I think I would do it too much. But I finished up on that, and then I went into folding.
Which job have you enjoyed best then, Edna?
I enjoyed them all.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I can't say that I disliked any job I did.
Right.
I'm one of them lucky people that's enjoyed whatever I've done.
Yeah.
So can you just explain what folding is?
Folding canvases so they could
right.
pack them and sell them.
Right. Did they actually cut the wool and bundle it?
They did that down at Horbury.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And when they were all moving down to Horbury, I didn't want to go, so Mr. Grace came and he says, I want some redundancies, and my aunt shot up. He says, no, I don't want you to go. I said, well, if you pay me 3 wages, I'll stop. And we've always laughed about it since. He says, I can't.
So you went.
So I went.
And you've been here for...
And that was when I was 57.
Oh, so that was your last job?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And my son worked at Barnsley Council, and the council said I couldn't have this bungalow had been empty 2 or 3 months, because the old lady that lived here was 100, right? And they said I had to move either to Wakefield, Luxit or Rossett. And my son lived in the house down there, my daughter-in-law that were here. My son Graham was her husband, and he died when he was 60. And they lived down there, and he says, no, I want to see my mother every morning and every night when I come home from work. So he got me this house.
Oh, how nice. Yeah.
Well, from bits I've heard, you've been involved in all kinds of things in your life apart from work. Is that when, after you were 57, is that when you started doing things in Horbury more?
Well, our Janet wanted to go to work, so I says, you go to work, I'll look after kids.
Right.
And my Auntie Floria lived in close round there, and she just had a stroke, so me and my brother's wife looked after her
Right.
round there and looked after kids.
So were you involved in Horbury in those days or not? Is that later on?
What were I involved with?
Well,
when Ruth
Well,
when Ruth
Yes.
was alive.
That's right, yeah.
We were
That's
very
where we
much
met.
involved, weren't
That's
we?
when we met.
was it your yoga?
Yeah,
Was it?
painting the kitchen.
Was it yoga?
No,
it was
no.
painting the
Oh,
kitchen.
you were
Yeah,
yoga,
she
were
was a
you?
friend of mine.
Right.
Yeah. She lived in Gervais.
Yeah, Jervis.
Yes,
You can just see her.
That's right.
from
She
there.
went into
Yeah.
hospital. So while she was in,
Yeah.
We all got together, didn't we? And
Yeah.
painted
Yeah.
a house.
Painted
And
a
then she
house,
came
yeah.
back that one afternoon. We
Yeah.
all
So when did your history interest start then? When did you start going to the History Society? A long time, or is that recent? Is that...
Well, when I knew Keith were running it,
Oh right, so it's him that, yeah.
and then we started going to Ossett as well, and
Yeah.
it sort of gets you out,
Oh,
you
it
know.
does,
Yeah. Did you go to library? Were you a member of Friends at Library as
Yeah,
well?
we went to the library when Ruth
Yeah,
were
that's
alive.
right.
We had a
Yeah.
lovely library.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot going
We
on.
used to go there every, what day was it?
I don't know. I didn't go. I was,
So did you come across Bill Much?
sorry,
Bill Much?
I've heard
I
of him.
don't.
He were on committee at
Yeah,
Yeah.
library.
yeah, I've heard
It
of
was
him.
very open, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
children's activities.
It
and
was
all sorts
lovely
of
at
things.
library, and then
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Centre,
just went
yeah.
downhill.
Yeah.
yeah.
You should see Ossett. I always think Horbury is wonderful compared
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
the way it is now.
But I mean, it were welcoming.
Yeah,
Yeah. And you had the allotment, didn't you, for a while?
Yeah,
But then
yeah,
you shared it.
yeah, yeah. We had,
Ruth
but
and
there's only Posh Janet got it now. And she's like 2 parts off.
I have
You know.
I have to ask Edna.
Why Posh Janet?
Yeah.
Well, she's Posh Janet, and then there's my Janet that you've met already. You see, I've got to differentiate.
Right.
So she's
right.
posh,
Well, what's my
and that's our Janet.
I didn't-
Well, Posh Janet's full of money, isn't she?
she did
She's loads
she
of
organised that tapestry.
Yeah,
Oh,
she did the
it's
tapestry.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that as well.
Did you?
Well,
What bits did you do then?
I'm sorry, I've got it.
no, it's great. Whatever you're talking about.
So, go on, which is, I was looking at it last week. Which
Yeah,
is your
well,
bit then?
I'm on it. I'm on
Oh,
it.
can I have a look at
Yeah,
that?
we're on it.
Yeah.
I'm on it twice. Once outside the shop down bottom of Queen Street,
Have a look.
and then once crossing that stream with Keith. Keith's got his hand out, and I'm crossing the
Oh,
stream.
right.
Yeah, did you know?
No, I didn't know
I'll
you
show
were at
you.
And who,
Have you got a photo of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got
who,
it somewhere.
who stitched you then?
I didn't do any stitching.
No, but who stitched you on the thing? Who put you on it?
Oh, there were loads, weren't there?
Yes, I didn't do anything.
There were loads, but I used to go to houses, you see, and get under the table when I were agile. This is and tight
You were
knots
very
underneath.
agile.
Yeah.
you were on top of the kitchen surface when I met you. Painting.
So how long have you been in Ossett? In Aubrey Farm?
I've been in the area for about 40 years.
Oh,
I've
right.
lived abroad as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been in and out.
Yeah, yeah. But I knew him from
Yes.
coming to.
Yes. And
So
I've known Edna for quite a while.
Could you name some of these other figures then on the tapestry? You know who they are?
Oh, we know who they all
Because
are.
it's never
yeah.
occurred to me that they were actually real
Oh,
people. I just
yeah.
thought they were
Yeah.
people, you know.
Oh, I laugh,
Right,
yeah.
So is there a list anywhere of who they do represent? Because there ought to be, didn't there?
Janet would have it.
I Posh Janet.